If everybody are putting in their affirmations. Today is Wednesday. Wealthy Women Wednesday was today, but every day is a wealthy day. So I just want to say welcome to the call. And I'm like I said before, I hope everyone is having an amazing day today. With it being Wednesday, the middle of the week. Let's see who we have on the call. Let me go through this chat and see who are the amazing people who wanted to be on this call today to decide to spend time with us tonight. So we have Cleveland, Ohio on the line. Cleveland, Ohio. Welcome to the call. Welcome to the call. We have quite a few people here from Cleveland, Ohio. Look at here. Cleveland, Ohio is definitely representing tonight. All right. Welcome, Cleveland. Welcome, Chattanooga. We have Jacksonville, Florida. We have Texas. Welcome to the call. Don't forget these lovely affirmations that you have. Don't forget your affirmations. We have Milwaukee. We have everybody up here tonight on this call. Again, welcome to the call, and drop where you're calling in from. And don't forget your affirmations. Affirmations are important, So while everybody is continuing to log on and getting their affirmations together, I just want to say welcome to the call again. Tonight is a great night. If you are able to get on this call and be able to learn something and profit on this call, it's always a great opportunity. And you could be doing anything else, but you decided to get on the call tonight. So I appreciate you for doing that. And I just want to get started here. We have a few more people who's on this line as well. We have Columbus, Ohio. We have Cape Coral, Fort Myers. Listen, I don't know what's going on in Ohio, but the word must be getting out because Ohio is definitely showing up tonight. All right, New York, I see you. I see you. Okay, so let me just share my screen with you guys tonight. And let's get some things started because I have quite a few things that I want to cover tonight. I want to make sure that you, let's see. Let me do some things over here. Let me make sure I just get everything straight so I can get everything looking good and ready to go for you guys. But there are a few things that I want to cover tonight. Some things you might be aware of, some things you might not be aware of, but I just want to make sure when it comes to trading, the BYOB Cashout, HFX, Simplified, that everybody is in the know. You know, with all the tools that you have at your fingertips, you know what you need to use when it comes to trading and things of that nature, because you might not be sure of everything that you have, but I just want to make sure that you are. Okay, so give me a moment. I just want to make some adjustments here. Okay, there we go. There we go. And there was some news too, so I'm not sure if everybody looked at the news, but there definitely is some news coming up, and there is some news that just took place about an hour, a little less than an hour ago. So that market really was going crazy, which is, not crazy bad, but still, there's a lot of alerts, a lot of things that was going on. So it triggered quite a few things, which I am grateful for because, with this being the evening, we are around the world, things are happening, and I just want to make sure that we have some things that we can go over and, won't have any stumbling blocks. So before we get started with everything, let me adjust this over here. Oh, I adjusted that a little bit too much. I'm sorry, guys. I'm really trying to get everything ready and together so we can just move on one accord and move smoothly here. All right. So before we get started, we have more people who joined the line, and let's get started with our affirmations. So I just want to say welcome, welcome, Thailand. Welcome to the call, Thailand. So I just want to give everyone, let's start off with our affirmations, right? Like I said before, when you are in life, I'm not even going to say trading, in life, affirmations are important. And if you don't have any affirmations, look them up. If you don't know what an affirmation is, Google it. But I want to help you out. What are the things that you want to come to life? What are some things you see yourself doing? What are some things you might want to improve? Some positivity that you want to give to yourself? Write them down. Write whatever that may be. Write it down, and then just continue.
This thing on mine's like I'm reading the feedback. This thing is.
Continue to repeat it to yourself and continue to say it every single day until it happened. And then when it happened, then you write something else down, right? So those are affirmations. And when it comes to the BYOB movement, we have affirmations too. And our affirmation is, I am a master trader. I am the signal. I profit when all my trades. I am 777. So you may see that a lot in people affirmations as they posted them in the chat. But those are our affirmations for the movement. And of course, I always have to add my affirmation in there because I love my affirmation too, because I try to put it all together as one. And just trying to, stick it all in there. So my affirmation is, I am a bold, confident, educated BYOB master trader, anointed for wealth, all my trades end in profit. Now that's an important one. All our trades end in profit, right? I profit on all my trades. Don't forget about that affirmation because that's an important one. And that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to profit on all our trades. So before we get started, I like to know who I have on the call. So if you are a 111, this is your first time on the call, or you are beginning when it comes to trading, I want you to type a 111 in the chat, so I know that who are the new ones and I know what to cover. And if you've been trading for a while and you have been cashing out and you as a master trader, put a 222 in the chat. So we know what we are working with tonight. We have some 111s and some 222s, and that is amazing. That is amazing. Thank you guys for participating. I do appreciate that. Okay. All right. So I see what I'm working with. So let's get started. Let's get started because like I said, the market looks exciting tonight. And I want to be able to plug into some things. So first, let's go over the BYOB cash out strategy, right? Because this strategy works on quite a few things. So let's start off with the BYOB cash out strategy. So let's see what we have here. This one is CAD JPY. Okay, we're gonna work on this one. We're gonna work with the strategy on this particular pair. So let me do something else here. Hold on one second. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. I'm still trying to my adjustments. I don't know what it is, but everything be all perfect and working great and looking amazing to my liking every day throughout the week. And then I get on the call and now everything wants to go the way I don't. But guess what? The devil is a liar. I like that song, but we ain't gonna sing because my voice is not where it need to be. I wasn't blessed with those vocals. All right, so here we go. We're gonna start off with the BYOB cash out strategy, okay? And since we are trading, we are doing the HFX Simplified, right? So let's say the whole title, right? Because the more you say it, the more you get it right. So you got the BYOB Cashout HFX Simplified. Why? Because everything is simplified when it comes to HFX. So we're going to go with the CAD JPY, all right? Now this is a pair that we're going to do the cash out strategy on. And when it comes to the BYOB cash out HFX simplified strategy, we do everything on the lower time frames, okay? So we're going to do it on the 3-minute time frame when it comes to the cash out strategy. So normally you would do it, you would perform this strategy on a 15-minute, but because this is HFX and that's what we all about, right? HFX. I am, if I didn't tell y'all before, I am the trading diva, HFX sniper. So therefore, we gonna train on the 3-minute time frame tonight, because that's what we gonna do. The good thing about this strategy is it doesn't matter what time frame you decide to trade on, you can use this strategy, all right? So it's been doing a whole lot on this particular pair, as you can see. It's definitely been on an up and up, definitely been on an up and up. So when it comes to the cash out strategy, there are 3 different indicators that we want to discuss, right? And the first one we talk about is the stochastic, right? That is what we have down here. These candles that you see, we have the red and we have the green. That is the Hikinashi candle. That's another indicator. And then last but not least, we have the PSAR, which is also the parabolic and stop. And that, parabolic reverse and stop. And that's the stars that you see, or the dots, stars, dots, however you want to call them, but that's what these are down here, all right? So if we are talking about, let's talk about a sale since I'm right here, and this looked like a pretty good setup. So let me kind of zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see a little better. Wanted this on the big screen just so we can see the whole screen. But right here, okay, this is a good spot. And I'm going to put a line right here so you can see as I begin to explain the cash out strategy. All right, and it's red, which is great. Good color. Okay, so when it comes to a sale, right, you have the blue line crosses the red. That's when you want to happen first in a downward momentum. Blue line cross the red on a downward momentum when it comes to the stochastic, all right? Then the next thing you want to look at is you want to make sure that the candle is red, because we're talking about a sale, okay? You want to make sure that the candle is red, but not just red. You want to make sure that the candle has a flat top, right? So not sure if you guys can see that. I'm going to try to zoom in here a little bit more. Okay, wow, that's big. All right, so you want to make sure the candle has a flat top, and we have a flat top candle right here. That's our first flat top red candle. And then the next thing you want to happen is you want to make sure that the PSAR flipped at the top. So right up here, we want to make sure that the PSAR flipped. So if you look at this, we have the blue line crossed the red at the stochastic, right? It crossed right here. So I'm gonna move over where we had a cross right there, but we didn't have our flat candle until we got right here, okay? So you wouldn't get in right here. You wouldn't get in on this candle or this candle or this candle. You wait till you get the flat top candle, which is right here. And then you also wait until the PSAR flip. So as you can see, what took place right here is we had the red line crosses, the blue line crossed the red here in a downward momentum. And then the PSAR flipped. The PSAR flipped right here, but we had to wait till our flat candle. So, and let me get an arrow there. Let me get an arrow. Here we go. But we had to wait till we got our first flat candle in order to get into that trade. And that's what we did right here. So we have a first flat candle and in a downward momentum, This is where, that's a good indication, I should say, on when to get into that trade. That's the first part of this strategy when looking for a sale. The blue line crossed the red, you have a red candle and a PSR flip and a flat candle. Starts right here. So now let's talk about a buy, right? So now we talked about a sale, let's talk about a buy. When it comes to the buy, oh, and one more thing, sorry, I forgot about that, but let me add that to this too. Don't forget that when the blue line crosses the red, it has to be at or near the 80, at or near the 80. If you want to know what I'm talking about when I say at or near the 80, let's look across here, right? You go from 0 to 100 on this side, but you have the 80 right here. So we at or near the 80 is where it crossed right here. We had the PSR flipped up there, but we had our first red candle here. So that is where you want to get into the trade, or I should say that's where the potential you want to get in, because we're not finished with the strategy. That's just part one when it comes to the sale. So let's talk about a buy, okay? Let's talk about a buy, because the buy is the opposite of what you're going to do. So when it comes to the buy, you want to make sure that the stochastic is down near or at the 20, which is down here. Again, look over here to the side. These are your numbers. And you want to make sure down here is where you're going to have that cross. But you want to make sure that when a blue line crossed the red, it want to be in an upward momentum, right? It has to be going upward. And once you get that, you want to make sure that the PSR flips. And the PSR has to be at the bottom, okay? You want to have it at the bottom of the candle. So you have the candle here, which is a green candle, but you also want to make sure it's a flat candle at the bottom. That is the key. A flat bottom, the PSR at the bottom, and then you have the stochastic going up in an upward momentum at or near the 20, okay? So I'm going to put our line there, and I'm going to make this green because it's a buy. All right. That's how I like to do it, guys. I like to do, if you're talking about a buy, let it green. If you're talking about a red, let it sell. All right. So I'm also going to put our arrow there as well. And this is just for training purposes only. So when you do decide to practice trading, please do not put these arrows in these lines. Is not needed when you are trading. If you're just practicing and want to get the hang of things, I understand. But if you're getting ready to get into a trade, this is not needed. So let's talk about confluence. All right. So if we're trading on a 3-minute, we're going to drop down to the 1 minute is what we're going to do. And we need to make sure that it's going to continue to sell and it's going to continue to buy, right? Because this is part 2 of what we want to talk about. Part 2 of the strategy. We did part 1. Part 1 was looking to make sure that everything lined up. And part 2 is to make sure that it's still lining up, okay? So let's see, when it comes to the sale, everything is still lined up. We still have a red candle, flat top, and the PSR is at the top. And is still in a downward momentum on the 1 minute. So we're still good there. And then when it comes to the sale, the buy, we are still good there as well. Upward momentum on a stochastic, green candle, and the PSR is at the bottom. So we're still confluent, right? We're still confluent on the 1 minute. All right, so and then let's go to the 15 minutes. All right, so let's go on to the 15. Yes, you still want to use that broker. You still want to use that broker for HFX because it'll move a little bit faster. All right, so, whoop, wrong way. Here we go. Okay, so let's zoom in and let's see if it's something we would put on our watch list, okay? Let's see if it's something we will put on the watch list. All right, so for the sale, will we put this on our watch list? The answer is yes, we would put this on our watch list, and therefore it's okay to get into that trade. And for the buy, will we put this on our watch list to get ready for the buy? The way things are lined up, I would say yes, we will put this on our watch list for the buy, because it is definitely gearing up to get into the pattern that we want to when it comes to a buy. So when it comes to the BYOB cash out strategy, that is how it works. You want to make sure that you do 2 parts of the strategy. You do part 1 to make sure everything is lined up. And then I'm trying to delete my lines, guys. Trying to delete the lines. And then part 2, you want to make sure that it's confluent and ready to go. All right. So now that we have did the BYOB cash out strategy on the lower time frames, now we can go on to see what's going on in the market, right? What's going on in the market? Okay, so let me drop down here. All right, so, and just so you guys know, let's see, we have a lot of alerts. So before we go on, when it comes to the broker, when you are trading HFX, you have some brokers are faster than others when it comes to trading. So we can do the PSAR, whether it's on, the BYOB cash out. We can do the cash out strategy, whether we're on the, the Forex broker, or whether we're on an HFX broker, which is someone we're going to go, which I'll show you guys that too. But it's a lot faster and it's preference, okay? But it's not mandatory. So I just want to throw that out there. So now when it comes to trading, guys, these are a few things that I want to do, okay? These are some alerts that you can use, okay? Over here, we have and I keep it on the 5 minutes. So I'm going to take the 15 off. I'm going to keep it on the 5-minute alerts because we trade in lower time frames. So we can use these alerts up here to do our trading, or like I mentioned before, and just so you guys know, when you go to im.center, and I don't have the copy page on here. Okay, when you go to im.center, it'll take you to this page here. And it'll take you to the next page. Sorry, guys. When you go to im.center, you go to strategies and you can click on HFX. All right. And when you click on the HFX, it gives you these 3 strategies down here: Liberty, Freedom, and Hourglass. Those are the ones that's tied to HFX. Okay. And they give alerts too. So it doesn't matter which one you click on, they all have alerts just like the vibrato. So when you click on Hourglass, which I always have it up, I use Hourglass a lot. That's my personal preference. But you guys, you might like Liberty and you might like Freedom. Maybe those might be your personal preference. Because again, when it comes to trading HFX, everything is about your sweet spot. Everything is what feels comfortable with you to be a profitable trader. So it's all personal preference. So for Hourglass, I like to come over here and I use these alerts over here. And it's been a lot of alerts coming through since we had the news. Like I said, we had the news a little over an hour ago, and then we do have news coming up, I think in about maybe towards the end of the call. But these are alerts that you can use as well. So I'm trying to get to the top of this and, trying to get way to the top. Okay. Oh, maybe I was at the top. Hold on. Let me just refresh. Let me refresh it so I can get to the top. All right. Okay, here are the alerts. All right, so these are the alerts. I had to refresh it so I can get to the top, right? So these alerts are things that you're not able to change, okay? You can't change the pairs over here on these alerts because they are scanning the market to see what's going on, and then they pop up over here. So what we do is, like, for example, this alert popped up, USD JPY. UJ, I always I abbreviated UJ, you know, because I feel like these are my peoples, you know what I'm saying? So USD JPY is a big one that's always, you know, popping up in the evening time if you are trading, because you have to think that right now we are in the Tokyo session as well as the Sydney session too. So this always pop up. So what we do is we take this entry, right? You see these entry number, this is 111.037. And what I normally do is I come over here. Oh, I was on GPP earlier, ladies and gentlemen, you know, because, you know, me and GBP were friends, but tonight we're talking about USD JPY. And let's see here, USD JPY. Let me type it all in there so I can get the correct one that I want. All right. So it alert for this for a buy. Okay. So what I normally do is when we come over here and it's a buy and we add 111.037. So let's come over here and let's put that there. I just make a line, but because it's a buy, again, I still flow with the green because it's a buy, because again, I don't want to forget if it was a buy or a sale. And then I'm just going to come over here and type in the numbers. Oh, I'm not on the right one. What happened? Oh, here it is. There it is. Okay, let's try that again. All right, so, and as you can see, it's been in a good buy. I mean, it's been in the uptrend for quite some time. So I'm going to go ahead and put the numbers in there, and it was 111 point, I think it was 337. Let me double check that. Yeah, 0.037. That's what it was. 0.037. Oh, come on now. Come on. 0, 3. Okay, 7. There we go. All right. So, wow, look at that. Look at there. That's where it called for a buy. Okay. That was the entry. That was the entry right there. So I'm going to keep that there. All right. So what I like to do is I like to scan the market to see what's going on, to see what is a good time to get into a trade. But let me drop down because that's on the 15-minute and we need to be on the 3. So when trading HFX, remember you have to find your sweet spot. Right? When it comes to trading, is it going to be the 1 minute, 3 minute, 5 minute? You know, you play with it to see what is your sweet spot for you. Okay. So this one right here, I feel like is not ready for me, you know, because, you know, like I say, sometimes they're ready for me and sometimes they're not. And this right here, it says it's going to go into a buy, and I believe it will. But as of right now, it's not ready for me, okay? Because it's already oversold, as you can see right here. Already, you know, it's been in this downtrend, you know, for quite, you know, a little bit here. So this one ain't ready for me. I don't like this one at this present time. So we're gonna go to another one. But this is something else I want to also let you guys know as well. As far as the alerts that we have over here, the alerts that we have on this panel here is another option. But if you have the elite pack, okay, if you have the elite package, another thing that you're able to do that I've been using as well is the app, okay? If you have the app on your phone, if you don't have the app, you can download the app. HFX has an app where you get alerts, okay? Alerts that comes to your phone. And it'll let you know when a good trade setup is coming, all right? So if you have it, you are able to download that on your phone, and those alerts come consistently. There are a lot of alerts that comes through that phone. So tonight, what I want to do is, if you have the elite package, go to your app store, whether you have an Android or whether you have an iPhone, go to the app store and download that app. All right. Just take a moment, go to the app store, download that app, and let's see what alerts pop up tonight. And we're going to use those entries for tonight and trade with those. All right. So there's 3 things that you have when it comes to alerts. All right. It's called HFX swipes. That's what it's called. Go to your app store, download HFX swipes. All right. It'll look like the icon. It'll look just like this icon here. Where is the one for, let's see. It kind of looks like this, but it's an F. It's HF instead of HG. It kind of looks like that. You can go and download that on your phone. You use your regular username and password that you've been using to get into the academy. Same information, but those alerts come frequently, okay? And the last alert that we had was at 9:25, all right? So I'm going to just wait and see if we have another alert that comes up. If one comes up, then I'm going to let you guys know, and we're going to go with that. In the meantime, though, because I still want things to continue to go on, because I do want to get into some trades here, we're just going to see what everything is going on when it comes to either the hourglass alerts or the vibrata alerts. All right. So let's look at the vibrata over here and let's see what we got cracking over here. And then we're going to go to the broker and see if there's anything that we can get into as well. All right. So let's see. And I like to get into something that is not completely oversold or overbought, because, you know, that gives us more opportunity for us to get into a trade and be profitable. And then once we do find, let's see, okay. Nope, not yet. No alert yet. And once we do find a good trade set up to get into, then, you know, we'll go over the support and resistance lines, because that's how we trade. We trade with the support and resistance lines. All right. No problem. No problem. Thanks for trying to help out on sending the link. No problem. Just go to your app store, download the app on your phone, use your regular sign on and password, and you will get those alerts as well. Okay. So what I'm going to do, since I'm on the vibrata right now, I'm just going to scan the vibrata and see if there's anything interesting going on. And then if not, you know, we can always go into some teaching moment on support and resistance lines and wait till something come up our way. So actually this one might have some, nah, I don't like that one either. So what we're going to do, let me go back to the hourglass. I didn't have anything pop up on the cell phone just yet as far as any alerts. Let's go to let's go to the Euro USD. Is that over here? Here's one right here. That was 24 minutes ago. This Euro USD was in a buy. That was 4 minutes ago. So let's go see what's going on in the Euro USD. Everything. So this is what we're going to do. I'm just going to, this is in a sale. Let's go to the 3 minute, because that's where we are. All right. This alert popped up for a buy. Okay. So let's go ahead and mark that up. That's what we're going to do. We're going to go and mark that up. Yes. HFX swipes. That's what it is on the iPhone app. And it's the same thing on an Android. So if you have an Android as well, it's HFX swipes. And the icon, it looks like, you know, it's in a square, it's blue, lowercase f, a lowercase h, and a lowercase case f. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do, I know. Thank you for bringing that out. I know. I go from one screen to another, but I have to bring that one back up, because when I clicked on it, it didn't pop up. So thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right, check the Telegram. It just was dropped in a Telegram, so check that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it for this pair. I am also going to do it for this pair. I'm going to do it for a few pairs. I'm going to mark up a few pairs and let's see what's going to happen tonight. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. This was the first one that was called. Remember, it was called for a buy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here and I am going to mark this up with our support and resistance lines. Again, because we're trading on the 3 minutes. Therefore, I'm going to mark our support and resistance lines on here. And then I'm going to go use some other pairs as well. The Euro USD is going to be the other one, which it should be right here. I don't know why it didn't. Okay, that's cool. I'm going to type that one in. The Euro USD. All right, we're going to keep that there. So, and we're going to work with these two pairs to see what's going to happen, right? Because we got to need some good trade setup. So what I'm going to do is mark this up, our support and resistance lines, and I'm going to drop this down to our 5 minute here. All right, so remember, when it comes to support and resistance line, this was called, this was one of our alerts. So I'm going to keep that there. And then from that alert, what I'm going to do next is I am going to draw, create a line above and create a line underneath is what I'm going to do. All right, so when it comes to support and resistance, and then I'm going to go up to a higher time frame just so I can get a better look and then drop down to, let's see. Was that an old line I had on there? That's possible because I believe it was 111.037 and that's way up here. Okay, so listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm surprised it saved that line. Or did I just do that? That's possible that I just did that. Okay. I'm having one of those moments. All right, so that's okay. We don't keep that line, but we're going to move it. Since we're up here, what I'm going to do, and I'm going to, get a bigger picture of what's going on, because it's been a whole lot of up and downs on this one. But since we're up here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a line right there. And then I'm going to, nope, no new alerts. Okay. Then I'm going to put one down in here. And let's see, let's put one more here. And then let's see. All right, and we can go way to the top up there. All right, so what I'm going to do is drop down now to our 3 minutes. All right, let's drop down. Okay, so this one, we have the 3 minute. I won't need this one as of right now, so I'm going to take this one off. And I'm going to take that one off too. But I'm going to keep the others, okay? And then since we're down on a lower time frame, that's when you want to zoom in to see what is going on. So a lot of times you start at the higher time frames and then you drop down to the lower time frames to zoom in on the candles to see what is actually going on and where you're going, okay? All right, oh, thank you. We just got an alert on the GBP CAD. Okay. My phone didn't. Oh, that was at 9:25. Let me just do a refresh though. Let me do a refresh. Yes, that was at 9:25. That was a and I'm looking at the app on the swipe. So that was at 9:25, but thank you. Okay, so now what I want to do is, let me draw one more, but I just want to zoom in here a little bit more. Get in here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so let me draw. Let's go up top because we have one here. And let's do another one here. Right there. Let's make that yellow. I'm going to make this one yellow too. And I want to keep this one green because that was our alert. So I'm going to keep that one there. But I'm going to keep this one yellow too. Let's put that one in yellow. Okay. So let's see where we are. All right. We have, well, looking at what we currently have, we do have an opportunity from here to go way up there. If it's going to continue in a buy, but we definitely have to wait until the P-star flip. So our chart is marked up pretty good. So we're not able to get in at the moment because the strategy has not quite lined up just yet. But I'm going to keep it here. So when that P-star flip, we'll be ready to go. But we have the momentum. We have the blue line cross the red down here at or near the 20. We have our flat candle, but the P-star have not flipped just yet on that 3 minute. So we're going to just wait and see what happens. In the meantime, again, HFX, Simplified, when you're trading HFX, everything goes really quickly. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to also mark this chart up as well when it comes to support and resistance lines. And remember, when you draw your support and resistance, I might just stay right here because I got a feeling this is going to move really quick. So I'm just going to stay right here for a moment because I feel like this is going to move really quick. But what I do want to say about support and resistance lines, just make sure when you are marking your charts up that you get at least 3 touches on the candles, okay? So why this is doing this, and you know what? I want to do one more support and resistance line. I want to move this one up a little bit more right here, just in case this happens to go the opposite way, but I don't think it will. But I'm going to keep this right here. I'm going to keep this chart here, but I want to get to the broker real quick, just in case things start moving really, really fast, okay? So that was UJ. That's right here. And let me just make sure that was on the right pair. Okay, so that was UJ. So let me, and another thing, another tip, I always move this broker right next to the pair that we're going to be trading, okay? So if you're in front of your computer, I hope you guys got your computers ready, your broker is ready, everything is ready because it's going to move really, really fast. So be ready on the draw. But in the meantime, before we get into that, make sure when you at the broker, again, whatever your sweet spot may be, it may be 1 minute, it may be 3, it may be 5, whatever your sweet spot is. Mine is 3 minute candle, 1 minute time frame. Thank you. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, I haven't on mine yet, maybe on yours, but it's getting there. Okay. All right, so before that, back here, you want to make sure you're in the right currency pair. If you don't know how to get to the currency, this is how you get to the currencies. Also, if you're going to be trading this pair, it's going to be a 70% profit. All right, so make sure you're on the right one. I'm not sure where you want to start your trade off with, but this is this particular one, always for training purposes, we're at $20. It's your personal preference, depending on what your trading goals may be. That's what you can start your account off with, depending on what that may be. Let's go back. All right. Now, everybody is different. So if your PSAR have flipped, okay, and again, the way I trade when it comes to HFX is I drop down to the 1 minute, okay, and look how it's already oversold on the 1 minute. I drop down to the 1 minute is what I normally do, and then let me try to zoom in here, okay? And what I normally do is each candle is 1 minute, okay? So for every 3 candles that you have, it will become 1 3-minute candle. And when it does that, that's a great indication when everything is lined up for you to get into the trade, okay? Again, I look down at the 1 minute to see if everything lines up like it did for the 3, okay? On your page, maybe the pieces are flipped, right? And have it on here, but when I drop down to the 1 minute, the pieces are flipped on the 1 minute, but we never really got a flat candle, okay? Oh, there it is. Look at there. You see how just came out of nowhere. Okay, so what I normally do, I wait for I get 3 good candles before I get into the trade, okay? Now, for my super scalpers, you might not wait 3 minutes. You may do a 30-second or a 1 minute trade because that might be your sweet spot. And if that's your sweet spot, then so be it. Have at it and be very profitable on this particular trade at the moment, if that is your sweet spot. All right. Another thing that I do, right? That's our first candle, first 1 minute candle. Now this is already oversold, so I'm not sure how far we'll be able to get. All right. But if we get 2 more good ones, then we can get into our trade. We have 1 minute left. 40 something seconds left. Now, one thing about this, because we have some wicks on there and we have a wick here, it is not going to go in our favor for this particular trade because it has a wick here. If this was a solid candle and it was continued to go up in a solid candle, then we have a better chance of getting into that trade. But again, depending on your sweet spot and depending on how you trade, that may be good. But for right now, I don't feel like that's a good one to get into at this present time on our 3 minute. The 3 minute, yes, this looks good. It does on the 3 minute. But when I drop down to the 1, and this does affect the candle on the broker, and I'm going to show you. This is now becoming, if we would have gotten to this on the candle on this one here, and it looked like this on our next one, we would not have profit on that particular trade. So when trading lower time frames, it's best to drop down to, if you're trading on a 3 minute, drop down to the 1 because this 1 minute does affect the 3. And if you're trading on the 5 minute, again, drop down to see what's going on, okay? Exactly. I'm sorry, you are correct. All right. So it's overbought on here. My apologies, not oversold. Sorry. I'm just excited, guys. I really want to get into this trade. I was really excited thinking that we're going to get into this trade, but it didn't line up for us. It didn't line up as a buy. And if you think about it, on here, on the vibrata, it might be different on yours, but on the vibrata, it never flipped. It never flipped. And let's just look at the 15 minute and see what's going on there. If someone can please mute their line, please. Okay, so yeah, we're looking at that at the 3. All right. It flipped right here on these 2. That's weird. And then you go down to the 1 minute. Yeah, it's not confluent. It's not confluent, ladies and gentlemen, to get into that trade. I got excited. I did. I wanted to get into a trade, but it wasn't confluent, and I don't want you guys to get into a trade if it wasn't ready. But let's talk about what we see right now, though, okay? Thank you guys for your input tonight. I do appreciate your feedback. Let's talk about what happened. So if you look at this 1 minute, the 1 minute candles, we had a lot of candles with the wick on the 1 minute, okay? But when we jump up to the 3 minutes, right here, even though we had some good solid candles over here in the 3, and it did flip. It flipped right here and it flipped here, okay? But it wasn't ready. It wasn't ready when we come down here, when we come to the broker. So it wasn't a good setup to get into this picture overall. But that's okay. That's okay. There's another trade for another day, right? But since we have a few more minutes, I do want to go over some educational things for you guys, all right? So you know what you all have at your fingertips, okay? So one thing I want to mention is you do have, if you downloaded HFX swipes on your phone, that's great, because that would help give you some alerts as well. That's one option for alerts. Then when you go to the vibrata, okay, you have your alerts over here. You can use those as well to mark up your charts for some potential trades. Then when you go over to the hourglass, when you go to freedom or you go to liberty, whichever one you decide to click on. You also have alerts over here as well that you can use for trading. So I know there's some news coming up, and that's probably why things look a little wonky. That's probably why things aren't going in our favor, because I know we have some things that's coming up. But I just want to let you guys know those are some opportunities that you can use when trading HFX. Also, to lower time frames, okay? Find your sweet spot. Find what works best for you. Is it the 1 minute that works best for you for trading, 3 minute, 5 minute? Play with it and see what helps best, what best fits you when it comes to your trading. Tonight, things on the 1 minute was just pretty much, it was oversold for us when it came up here. Now it wants to drop down on the 1 minute, and the PSAR half flipped on there. And when we look at the 3 minute, again, is just not confluent. It's not confluent. But let's talk about support and resistance lines real quick, because someone had mentioned, I was on an hour time frame. That is correct. I was on an hour time frame. I was aware that I was on an hour. So when you do support and resistance lines, there's a few ways that you can do it. But I like going to the hour or the 4 hour first, just so I can see a bigger picture on what's going on. As we mentioned before, and I'm just going to jump to the 1 and the 4 minute actually. So when we go to the 4 hour, sorry. When you go to the 4 hour, this is a lot that we've seen. We have our support and resistance lines that we currently drew are up here, which is great. There's nothing wrong with those. But when we drop down to the 1 hour, you see we have a little bit more activity up here, because this has been in an uptrend for quite some time. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. These are 1 hour candles. So this has been on a good run all day, okay? And I don't know if these are new, or these are higher highs or new ones. Let's see, let's go to the day. I'm actually curious now. I want to go back and see. Oh, okay, wow. All right. Hold on, when was this? That was February of last year. Okay, all right. So it looked like it's trying to get back up. It is definitely was on a, this was in 2019. Oh wow, 2019. Okay, so anyhow, I just wanted to see that for myself, ladies and gentlemen. I just like to, go back and see what's going on. But yeah, I start with the higher time frames, and then I just drop down. I drop down because when you drop down is where all the activity, but look at this trend. Look what's been going on a 3 minute. It kind of looked like a flat line, and then it just basically spiked up and then it went across. So it's been doing a lot of this. This is great. A great uptrend right here. So I guess that's based on what happened in the news. I've been looking at that lately. So I believe that impacted the market greatly on that uptrend. But here is a lot of the activity, and this is where I put the support and resistance lines and focus there, because this is where most of the activity is from that uptrend. Once we got up here, then you just focus on what's going on here. But then it dropped a little bit here. So there's a lot going on, but what's important is knowing how to draw the support and resistance lines and knowing how to use them, okay? And that's pretty much what I want you guys to know. And again, when you draw your support and resistance lines, let's make sure you get a little 3 or more touches on each line. All right, 3 or more touches on each line. So right here, not sure which way this marker is going to go, because again, this is not matching up here. All right, this could be a small correction. Not sure which way it's going to go, but you can keep an eye on it. We haven't had an alert on this one over here. It was 16 minutes ago. On this side for 5 minutes. And over here, we haven't had anything recent on that particular pair. So I guess everything is quieted down for the news that's getting ready to come our way. All right, so any questions? I didn't see anything in the chat, but I do want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for your input that I did see in the chat. Thanks for helping me out. I do appreciate that. At least you guys are paying attention. That's always a great thing. We wasn't able to take a trade tonight, but that don't mean anything. That don't mean that you're not a master trader. That does not mean you don't know how to trade, right? That just means that we're being smart and we're being wise and not just jump in the market because, you know, we want a trade to come. We don't want to ever force a trade. All right. Yes, yes. Okay. All right. So I don't have anything else for tonight, ladies and gentlemen, but maybe, you know, next Wednesday, we may have some things that comes up, some alerts, some things that's popping in the market, and we'll be able to jump in and trade. But always use your tools, okay? Use your tools. You have the app, you have the vibrata, you have the hourglass, you have the freedom, the liberty, all those alerts. So when you're trading HFX, just make sure the broker that you use is close to whatever pair you're going to use, just so it can be quick in and out, side to side. Make sure your support and resistance lines are good, and make sure everything is lined up when it comes to a trade. So that will be it for me tonight. I'm not sure if one of our leaders have anything that they want to express tonight or anything else that they want to say.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal call. Phenomenal training session, phenomenal. And ladies and gentlemen, this is what Be Your Own Bank is all about, because we know that this is the year of transformation, and we know that we're kicking off, and tomorrow is the first. Yes, tomorrow is the first of the second half of this year. And so as we know that, you can see that this call is strictly in alignment with what the representation of this movement is, and that is to empower you, because empowered people empower people. That is what's happening. So education is key. If you're not learning anything, ask yourself, what are you doing? So you want to make sure we're building on that foundation. You want to make sure that we are setting the standard of what is to come. So yes, 6 months, 6 figures. Tomorrow's the first. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? And the only way that you're going to get there is through proper commitment, dedication, persistency, and of course, your education. An educated trader is a profitable trader. If you're not focused on the education, you're focused on gas money. We're here to create wealth and a living legacy. That is what we're here for. So if you are excited about what's to come, if you're excited about being an educated trader, if you are excited about you setting the stage and tomorrow being your day one, as we count down 6 figures to 6 months to 6 figures. You see, I'm stuck on those 6 figures. but 6 months to six figures. If you are ready, just let me get a 555 in the chat. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because that is what we're doing. I'm excited. And you say we can swap it. I am excited because when you are educated, you know how to properly use the tools. You can walk away from the training call. You can walk away from the hour that we spend together, and you can do this on your own. That, ladies and gentlemen, is what this is all about. So I know we're kicking off. I don't know if Mr. Rogers, because of where we're kicking off, I don't know if you have any comments you want to add, but I'm just excited tonight. So if not, then ladies and gentlemen, you already know what we'll be in the morning. We'll be in the morning, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, where we are kicking it off, right? 6 months to six figures. Well, I love each and every last one of you all. Trading Diva, close us out.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, that's 6 figures in 6 months. I absolutely love it. And Ms. Anderson definitely broke that down for us. She did it for the Forex pairs and she did it for HFX. Thank you so much, Ms. Anderson, for that. So I don't have anything else. I just want to say thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for participating on the call and giving your feedback. And we will see you next Wednesday. That will conclude the call. Have a great night.